Hello, Professor. So today I'm going to start with my this assignment number one of data manipulation techniques. So first of all, I have downloaded the data from the official site, which is the site of Canada and of the city related to Barrie. It was a data related to water test point. Fine. So this was see we can see the data is very hectic and we are not able to understand anything. So first what we have to do is we have to apply different filters by going in data from here and the data filter we can apply filters from here. Okay, fine. So like this, I have applied filter on this data and made I have made the data which is of this type and which is very clear, and we can see all the different columns like this, and the data which so we can see the column like this. So in this manner what we have to do is now we have to apply some analysis. So what I did is I have did analysis of uh, excuse me, I have done the analysis on asset ID. Asset ID means the tab which are being used at different location. We have to see that which type of tabs are mostly used. So what I did is I have gone to insert. Wait, let me just. Fine. So I have clicked on insert here. I have selected this asset ID. Shift and I have made a chart which is I have seen the recommended chart and I have selected the last one and did OK. So this is the chart which is I have already made also, which is downside this one. So we can see the asset ID whose numbers are between 68 to 97 are mostly used. Finds it shows that they are most reliable. Fine. So this is our one analysis, and we have to do a pivot chart analysis also. So we have to apply. So from here, what we can do is we can just delete this one. Fine, this can be deleted like this way, and this one can also be deleted. Delete this. Fine. So what we have to do is then we have to go back and back. We will select the data. We will make insert. We'll do pivot chart. We can add pivot chart and tables. Okay, fine. So we can select like X and Y two axis. These are two type of tabs. Like in the data there are two type of tabs. So like we have two brand of cars like Mercedes and Audi. So Mercedes they have different models and Audi have different models. So like this we have X and Y. X is of different brand, X is different company, Y is different company. So Y is used the most, as we can see. So it shows that Y can be more reliable. So that's why Y is used more here and X is used less as compared to Y. Fine. So this all the analysis I have done on Excel, and I have also taken a screenshot of this and I have attached it on my PowerPoint. So next, talking about what next, moving through which was my Jupyter notebook. So here is the codes of Jupyter Notebook. So what I did, first of all, first of all, yeah, let me just adjust it. First of all, what I have applied the code of import pandas as PD. Fine. So pandas is this this code I have shared in the form saved in the form of HTML, and here is my original codes. So I have imported pandas as PD. I have a, I have given the name of dataset as df. Uh, then I call the dataset like this way. This was my dataset. I have used df.info. Then I have called whole dataset as df. So info, it is showing that which type of like float, integers, and object. Fine. So like this is df. I have the x, there is x column, y, object id, asset id, was the status, resource, location, and last update. Everything is there. So this is our this is my dataset. Mm, After this, I have treated the NA values in the dataset by using this column. I have NN values by using this command df dot fill NA. I have filled the NA values with NN values with 0.00. The NA values which were there in the dataset is being filled with 0.00. So now I got the dataset which is free of NN values. Fine. So after this, I have used the drop NA command, df.drop NA, and this NA values were dropped. Like this way, I got the new one. Fine. So what I have to do is we have to visualize the dataset. There is no NA value, so visualize the dataset with the imported libraries. We can visualize the dataset as matplotlib or pyplot. Plotply. Fine. So what first of all I did with matplotlib, I have used this command percentage matplotlib inline import pandas as PD. So pyplot, I have used the fig sizes 10,8 and x is equal to df is dataset, asset id is one column, height is equal to df, object id is another column. Fine. So object id is used here in this. Yeah, and there is asset ID on x-axis. We can also use object ID here and asset ID here. Then the x will become y and y will become x. Fine. So next moving towards, so I have used this. I have used ply plot. Uh, these commands are used to these commands are basically used to call the libraries of different type which I have which for visualization I have to do. Okay, so plotify. So I have called different libraries for plotify or pyplot. These are of this type. Fine. So when I call the dataset again after calling these libraries, it shows a whole dataset here. Then I have to apply the code. I have to run the code for pyplot, which is this df df asset id dot plot kind is equal to bar and color is y means yellow and kind means in bar graph I want it, and it is showing me the exact thing what I need. Okay, so this was all for this. So next moving towards Power BI. Power BI, I have also used Power BI. Power BI is, first of all, I have here is a data set. I have imported data on Power BI in this way. This is my data set here, the whole data set. So when I took it to graph, I selected X and Y as values, which shows that this is the same dataset which I have used in the for the analysis of Excel. This shows that here color of X is sky blue and Y is dark blue, means Y is more used. So this is also a basic chapter, basic lesson that whatever the data set is, whatever the data set, whatever the tool is, tool doesn't matter to us basically. Fine. So it all the tools gives the same result. Like I have used the same result on Excel as well as on this Power BI. Both are showing me the same result. So tools doesn't matter. What matter is the basic structure of data. What basic structure of data is telling to us. Fine. So we can do the analysis on any software. So, but there should we should have a deep knowledge of that. Fine. So I have used the whole these things. I have shown the Excel, this Jupyter Notebook, and Jupyter Notebook. All the codes which I have saved in the form of HTML file. I have given a little bit knowledge of all these, and and I was also making PPT, which is this. So here is my PPT. So in PPT I have attached a screenshot. This is my data manipulation assignment 1. Then I have shown the overview. What is the overview of the PPT? But I have attached raw data link from where I have downloaded the data, unclean data set, filter and clean data set, a presentation of asset ID on histogram, pivot chart on Excel, Matplotlib, PyPlot, Power BI, and links of YouTube, which I will attach. This is raw data link. This is unclean dataset in the form of CSV file. See, we can see here water test point. Then I have moved it to another Excel sheet on which the testings or the filtration is to be applied. Fine. This working sheet, the dataset was moved to different sheet for filtration and cleansing. We call it a working sheet. Okay. So after this, I have used different filtration from here, and I have cleaned these all columns. Okay, then I have applied on asset ID. I have applied analysis on asset ID, which shows that this number which I have told before, and here is X and Y brand tab. Here is my matplotlib, how I have used the asset ID and object ID as X and Y axis, and how it is being shown here. Fine. So these are the codes of library called for plyplot. Okay. So and this is the this is the code after this is the code which I have used. I have shown before also. I have it as a screenshot, and the last but not the least, which is my Power BI. Power BI is showing the same which I have shown there. Okay, so that was all about this my link of HTML saved codes. That was all about my presentation. Thank you so much.